my mental health issues and the fact that I was diagnosed with like autism and ADHD. I am literally by like ADA standards mentally disabled. Like, and it's okay to just like attack me and hurt me all the time. But like the reason I don't really care is because I actually don't think that it's a mental disability at all. I think it's like, I don't know, I don't feel disabled by it. But then again, I do a lot of weird shit online, so maybe.
Gabbie Hanna sure stirs up a lot of controversy over on her TikTok. If you thought Gabbie managing to offend pretty much every community over on TikTok was done and over with, well, buckle up, because this time she's getting called out by the OCD community after a recent TikTok she's made regarding OCDs. Now, if you haven't been keeping up with Gabbie Hanna, she honestly hasn't been posting much on her platforms except mainly TikTok. Her last upload on YouTube was about 3 months ago, and following this time period, she underwent a very concerning point in her life, where she had posted over 100 TikToks in the span of 24 hours, and her behavior throughout every TikTok was only progressively getting worse. Hence why it left so many people concerned for her well-being. So much so that LAPD ended up showing up to her house for a wellness check. Gabbie previously revealed she was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, which, according to the Mayo Clinic, causes extreme mood swings that include emotional highs, mania or hypomania, and lows, depression. And I think we are unfortunately seeing that in real time happen with Gabbie Hanna, because following what many presume to be her manic episode aired out publicly back in August, Gabbie's also publicly sharing a bit of the aftermath.
Something that everybody was right about. I think that I was like almost like holding on to mania so that I didn't have to like reach this point where like I feel like this now. Like if I could just like keep pushing through and like using the energy, that I could get to a place where it was just like okay again.
She also recently stated that she genuinely feels like she has no friends anymore, and many, including her fans, think that a huge part of this could be because she's probably alienated herself from almost everyone in her life. After breaking up with her boyfriend of 2 years, fans also noticed she wasn't posting with her longtime best friend Irene either as well. And since then, Gabbie has been in a deep rabbit hole. It seems like she has no one to talk to, and she's just spending a huge amount of her time in her house posting TikToks.
Maybe it was because I didn't love myself. And since I didn't love myself, I was looking for external love to make me feel whole. So when the external love went missing, so did I!
Surely, the demise of Gabbie's career is just sad to see all around, especially in real time, and despite her past, there's been a lot of people that have been expressing their sympathy towards her. Some saying things like, the post-mania shame is real and understandable. I couldn't imagine how I'd feel if everyone had just witnessed mine on top of that. The big sad after mania is so real. While Gabbie is pretty open about expressing her feelings and worldly views on social media, sometimes the things that come out of her mouth, especially when it comes to the topic of mental health and mental disorders, lead her down an even more unpleasant situation. These are topics that most definitely aren't taken lightly, since there's millions of people watching her content that suffer with the severity and symptoms of severe mental disorders that affect them on a day-to-day basis and hinder their basic life functions and abilities. And what Gabbie had to say about OCDs recently really fired up a lot of people.
No, but hear me out. Everything that anybody's ever told me is OCD and I need to work on are things that make my life substantially better. Obsessively washing my hands, my skin is clearer, I get sick less often. Obsessively organizing and wanting everything to have a place. I always know where my shit is. I'm happier. I have a better schedule. Obsessing over what I put in my body and my fitness. I'm in the best shape of my life. I feel good mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I'm more hydrated. I make better choices. I go to bed earlier. It's like they took all of these things that, when done properly and allowed to be expressed properly, and put a blanket disorder over it. Oh, you recognize patterns and numbers in a way that make you use logic in a way that helps you philosophize and theorize? You're out of your motherfucking mind. I don't buy it. Sorry.
Not just people with OCD, but even people without obsessive compulsive disorders thought this was completely out of touch for Gabbie to spew out publicly at that on her substantial platform. Tons of TikTok users with OCD themselves came forward and they didn't back out to explain why Gabbie sort of glamorizing OCDs was so messed up.
Anybody's ever told me is OCD and I need to work on are things that make my life substantially better.
I couldn't see this and not make a response video. In the criteria for the disorder, it states that OCD must impair one's functioning. The false narrative that OCD is something that's desirable adds to the already large stigma surrounding the disorder, which causes people to not get the help that they need. So Gabbie, would you still be saying that OCD improves your life when you wash your hands so much to the point that they start cracking and bleeding? Would you still be saying that OCD improves your life when you can't see your friends or family because your OCD tells you that they're dangerous? Would you still be saying that OCD improves your life when you can't leave your house because the outside world is contaminated? Would you really still be saying that OCD improves your life when you have no free time because you spend hours upon hours a day performing compulsions? I didn't think so.
Okay, I can definitely see where you're coming from, but my main issue with the entire video is that she does have such a huge following and she is an influencer, and given that she did not say anywhere in the beginning or the end of the video that that was the point of her video, then there leaves a lot of room for things to be taken out of context.
People further took to TikTok in the comments, one person saying, "So where do I sign up for this kind of OCD? Because this clearly isn't what actual OCD is like. We don't need any more celebrities and influencers spreading more misinformation. As someone with actual OCD, I'm absolutely disappointed and disgusted. OCD is a debilitating disorder. It impairs a person's functioning. It is so important to portray OCD accurately. Too many people are left suffering in silence because of misconception. I'm not saying this person does or does not have OCD, as that's not my place. I'm debunking some myths here and providing education on what the disorder is like for many people." She's saying people tell her that her habits make her OCD, but her habits don't cause her personally any disorder, so she doesn't have OCD. Try the OCD kind where you are constantly feeling watched and stalked and think there are cameras in your vents, Gabbie. I wash my hands constantly to the point I cannot touch my face or even think about eating until I feel clean. It's given me extreme dermatitis. It's a curse and I do anything to not be thinking about it 24/7. At my worst, I was spending 3 to 4 hours a day on rituals and it did not make me happier. LMAO. My OCD ruined the best relationship I've ever had. I wish this was what it was like. Now, there's also been an argument in the comments with some people saying things like this, saying that Gabbie's intention wasn't as malicious as people were making it out to be. One person saying, "She's saying there's a difference between having an actual disorder and having certain habits and they aren't mutually exclusive." To which someone responded saying, "No, she's not. She's saying she has OCD, but also that OCD isn't real, and also that OCD is a gift," in her comments. People don't realize that with true OCD, our behaviors don't make sense most of the time and aren't helpful. This infuriates me. Yeah, when I was obsessing about food, I did not feel good mentally or physically. She literally said it's a gift if you use it to your advantage in a comment. Some people also took over to Twitter saying things like, "Oh god, I see Gabbie Hanna made a TikTok spreading OCD misinformation. I obsessively wash my hands, my skin is clearer, and I get sick less. Cool, I get painful sores on my hands from overwashing. Maybe you are not actually describing OCD." Gabbie Hanna really said OCD can be cured through meditation, time alone, and faith. Girl, I truly wish. Gabbie Hanna called OCD a made-up label and that highly profitable treatments are a lie. Anyways, guys, that's what's been going on with Gabbie Hanna and the mess over on her TikTok recently. I definitely want to know what you guys think about this whole situation in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next